Hi guys, and tally ho! It's about time we all catch up on Southern Charm news, shall we? Here is my Southern Charm cast update for April 2021. Find out who got engaged, who filmed a new show, and what the heck Craig and Austen are talking about on their new podcast, Pillows and Beer. Let's start with Craig. Craig is having like the best year. He's on a roll, really. There is so much great stuff happening in Craig's life that I had to actually create a countdown of 4 things. Remember when Whitney and Shep went to visit Craig's parents in Delaware and basically told them Craig was on a downward spiral? Well, those days are over because Craig is crushing life. Here are 4 amazing things that Craig is up to. Number 1. He just filmed a new reality series called Winter House, which is basically a spin-off of Summer House and Southern Charm kind of mixed together. Secretly, can't wait to watch this, honestly. Number 2. I'll let Craig tell you guys this one for himself, actually.
It's a day that a really long time coming, but just officially took possession of my new law office, and man, this is a day that I've looked forward to for a long time. So the rumors are true. I started Conover Law Firm. I have an amazing team. Sewing Down South is still doing great. I have a lot of really fun announcements coming for that, but we're gonna wait until April 1st, which is our anniversary.
So yes, Craig is opening his own law firm. It looks like his law firm will deal with personal injury law and workers' compensation specifically, and the law firm's motto is don't get run over, get Conover, which is the best thing ever, honestly. Number 3. Craig's pillow business, Sewing Down South, is opening a flagship store in downtown Charleston.
Look at that, everybody. All right, so excited to announce our first flagship store here in Charleston, South Carolina. Right here on beautiful Main Street, Sewing Down South. Yeah, we're an official store. So it's no April Fool's joke. It's our 2nd year anniversary. We waited until the day to announce it. I want to show you inside a little bit, but yeah, it happened. All right, we've got a lot of work to do, obviously. Decorate this place, get it all built out. Construction going on over here, redoing the floors. But this is going to be a heck of an experience when you come in town. We're hoping to be open in early May, so come say hi to me. Come experience what Sewing Down South is all about. This will be one of the most fun retail stores you've ever been in. Trust me, we'll release some of the surprises as they come.
That's right. As if opening his own law firm, being on multiple reality shows wasn't enough, he's opening a store. I honestly love Craig's sewing and his pillows. Who thinks Naomi owes Craig some type of apology for making him feel like he was doing nothing with his life, by the way? I do. You can't really judge someone based on what they're doing at the time. You have to kind of judge them on their potential, right? I can't think of another Southern Charm cast member that's doing more than Craig at this point, honestly. Number 4, and the final big thing Craig is doing is that Craig and Austen, as you may know, have a new podcast that's doing really well. It's called Pillows and Beer, and they talk about random things. The latest podcast was called Always a Bridesmaid, Never a Bride, and they talked about what gets people blocked on their Instagram, how in the South, apparently it's tradition for choosing your brother or dad as your best man, and I guess Craig didn't really understand why. Also, there's some massive hottest man of Bravo competition run by 2 judgy girls, and Craig made it to the top 2 against Carl from Summer House. And P.S. Austen lost to Captain Lee. Yes, Captain Lee. Okay, so seriously though, who would you think is hotter, Captain Lee or Austen? Because I'm confused as to why he lost that. I think it had a lot to do with the fact that Austen didn't really have a great season 7. Now, let's move on to Austen, who has quite the busy social calendar, I'm realizing. So basically, Austen and Craig went to Vermont to film the show. Then they said they went to New York for like a little trip, and then they went back to Charleston. And apparently, Craig stayed in Charleston to kind of hibernate after all that, but Austen went back to Las Vegas to a bachelor party for one of his childhood friends. I mean, talk about busy. P.S. Meanwhile, I've been sitting on my couch a lot and not traveling, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Anyways, Austen said on the podcast that they took a party bus to a dinner. He says it was all about gambling on basketball because it was March Madness. So lots of like bro stuff, I'm sure, at the Las Vegas trip. I'm sure there's more to that story. He just wouldn't want to talk about it on the podcast, right? Anyways, Austen has also been golfing, again with Craig because they're apparently always together, and looks like he went to the beach with Shep and Taylor. Now, let's go to Catherine. Catherine is always someone that's interesting to talk about for sure. Catherine looks amazing, and most of her Instagram are pictures of her looking great with her new blonde hair and her, trimmed down figure, and with her new boyfriend. And it looks like she recently went to Miami, perhaps. And you guys probably heard, but it seems like there was a change in custody for Catherine and her kids with Thomas Ravenel. I mean, something must have happened, unclear, but Thomas's attorney actually told People magazine, "I can confirm the information released last week that Ms. Dennis currently has weekend daytime supervised visitation with the party's minor children, and that Mr. Ravenel plans to relocate with the children to Aiken, South Carolina this summer." So basically, she now only has weekend supervised visitation, which is pretty sad actually. And Catherine took to Twitter to talk about how people can get manipulated by the legal system. Here were some of her tweets for your viewing pleasure. I was honestly shocked at learning all this because Thomas and Catherine seemingly were doing so well at co-parenting. I mean, she went to live with him for a while. He was on Southern Charm. They were doing co-parenting things. It seemed like everything was okay, but I guess things might have taken a turn. Next, let's go to Shep. Shep recently went in the water for a first dip of the season with Austen, and Taylor filmed it all for our viewing pleasure, I guess. He also recorded the audio version of his new book called Average Expectations: Lessons in Lowering the Bar, and he did so while holding little Craig, actually. Shep also went on a golf weekend trip with his brother and some friends, and looking at these pictures, I'm trying to guess who is Shep's brother, and I'm guessing it's this guy. And finally, in other notable Southern Charm news, do you guys remember Eliza Limehouse? She actually just had a baby boy, and he's 3 months old now. His name is Patton. And for some breaking Southern Charm news, Southern Charm villain herself, Ashley Jacobs, actually just got engaged recently to this guy. And, it was all covered by the tabloids. Like, I can't believe, I'm happy for her though, that she finally found her Prince Charming, shall we say. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening the whole way through. I really appreciate people who do that. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you like my content, please subscribe and don't be shy. And I'll be back for more Southern Charm updates and all that stuff at a later time. Have a great day, guys. Bye!